Hello everybody, welcome back to Scrappy Adam and 30 Days of Sketches with Christy from Christy's Beautiful Life Series 16. It is the double page edition and today's sketch is this one, which is a lovely sketch. And it is from Sean Styles Lahar. I don't have any social media links, but please do check out the 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group and I'm sure you will find them there. So today's sketch, we have a large photo 10 by 8 on the left side, and then we have lots of smaller photos on the right side. So lots of scope to take it in whatever direction you want. I'm going to sort of do a bit of this and a bit of that and create a single page layout. I'm using Adventurous from Paige Evans primarily. I do have these letters from, I think they were Splendid. I've already backed them, so it came as like the chipboard outline and then the backing. So I've already done that just to save us a bit of time. And I've pulled out a couple of chipboard words from Adventurous. That's going to form our title. I have also cut out a selection of suitcases from one of the patterned papers from Adventurous, and I will show you what we're going to do with them in due course. So my background is going to be paper number 2 from Adventurous, and this is probably one of my favourite papers from the collection. It's the blue with the planes, and the B side is just a pink diagonal stripe. I am also going to use these two papers. We've got this one, which is actually my favourite paper. That's one of the favourites, that's the favourite. And it's just all of the sort of dots, dashes, asterisks, stars, and all the good stuff. And then this plain colour, which is from the Project Pad. Project Pad is really good. You get all these stickers with gold foiling on them. And you get a set of alphas, which are obviously flat, and then you get loads of paper. Some of them are gold foiled, such as them, and then you get a selection of patterns, and at the back you get coordinating cardstock. I love American Crafts Project Pads, so that is what we are going to use. So I am also going to use 4 4x4 photos. So let's get cracking. First things first, we're going to cut off the branding strip on paper number 2 and pop that down to 12. Annoyingly, these papers are not actually 12 by 12. If you cut the branding strip off fully, they are just shy of 12 inch. A little bit annoying, but not the end of the world. Then I am going to take the idea of these pattern papers being at a bit of a angle on the left hand side. So first things, I'm going to cut this down to 10 by 10. So we are going to go 10 and we are going to go 10. I am keeping these because, as I say, my favourite paper. As you guys know, I don't always keep the scraps, but when I love a paper, I will keep it. So we've got this 10 by 10 paper here, and that is going to go somewhere like this. And then what I'm going to do is, for this paper, I am actually going to cut it to probably, let's see, 11 by 11. So we're going to go 11 by 11. And I shall show you for why I'm not going to keep those. Don't have time for scraps like that. This is then going to enable me to make the most of this paper, because I am going to utilise this paper as much as I can. So what I've done is cut out a little triangle there, and what we're going to do is I'm going to place this one on there. So let's put a bit of adhesive. And we're going to place that at a bit of an angle like so. And then I'm going to place this on there. And you will of course notice that that means I'm a little bit short, but it also means I now keep a bigger scrap. So I am simply going to adhere this bit to here. I could have just done 11 by 11, I realise that, but it's fine. And then I am going to put adhesive over and let's get this stuck on. So that is going to come to there. So that is how I have positioned my papers. And then what we need to do is cut these, trim them. So I'm simply going to do this side first. Line that up as best as you can. And then same again, just line this up like so. And now this should look all perfect. There we go. So that is our background complete, and that is taking this idea. What I'm also going to do is I am going to use one of the where is it? One of these patterned strips, and we're going to come across there. So I think we'll use, got a bit too much blue going on here, so let's use this pink one. And this is going to come along here, and it's going to come straight across. And I'm just going to fold that over that edge because there's only about 1 centimetre left. I can leave them out in the packaging actually. And then my idea then is to build up some of our luggage pieces. Now we do have some chipboard. I don't know if there's any luggage pieces here. No, there is not. That is fine. So, luggage that I have fussy cut. I just need to put a little bit more adhesive along this edge. So I'm just going to fold this up a bit like that. There we go. If you look at the sketch along this bottom, we have these sort of patterned squares, which I really like, but I didn't want to just do different patterned squares. It felt a bit boring for me. So I thought, let's bring in the suitcases, and we do also have one on the sticker sheet, and we also have this stack on the sticker sheet. So I'm going to start on this end, and we're going to focus them on our paper, this colour paper. Turquoise, is it? I don't know what you'd call it really, but whatever that is. We're just going to stack them like so. And I'm just going to keep going all along. We're not going to cover it entirely. So as you can see, this one I have cut from the end of the paper. So I'm just strategically placing it so that you can't see that half of it's missing. And then we're just going to build a couple more across there. So I'm still sticking to the sketch, we're just putting our own take on it. And on this occasion, that take is suitcases instead of squares. So when you look at a sketch, definitely don't think, oh, that is squares there, so I must use squares. Put your own take on it and make it your own. Take it in your own direction, as I always say. Now, I have covered a lot of the border sticker, and that's okay. I'm not too fussed about that, because it gave us sort of a baseline for the suitcases to go on. So I'm just going to trim them off. Trim off down here. Like so. Now I'm trying to keep this whole process in without it being a ridiculously long video, just to show you my thought process as we go. So that is our background and base done, and I think we've stuck reasonably close to this left hand side of the sketch. We've just put our own take on it. I'm then going to place my photo mats. So these are going to come here. So we're going to have 1, 2 there, and then we're going to have them up there. But what I'm going to do, just to utilise the space once again, I am going to trim that down to 3 by 4. So it's just over 3 by 4, because obviously it's a mat, so I want a white border when we come to place our photos at the end of the month. So then I'm going to place that there and that one there. And you will notice that it doesn't fully cover there. That's because our papers are on a slant. That is normal. That is to be expected. Next thing I have got is my title. Now, I don't know if I'm going to use either of those chipboard words, because we do also have these as well. So let's get hello on, and then we can decide. Now this might end up being a bit of a big title, which I don't necessarily mind, but I don't want it to overpower the layout. So let's see, hopefully we can make it work, guys. So I'm going to bring hello over here. Like so. So we've got hello. As I say, these are not from Adventurous. I think it was Splendid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as up on the collections these days, because I realised you can only have so many supplies. You don't need everything. Okay. So we've got hello as our title. It is a big, impactful title, and that is what I wanted. And then I was either going to use this happy and sort of overlap it with our chipboard like so, or I was going to use getaway. I don't like getaway, so that is discounted right away. But then we could also use something from here. So we got like hello adventure. Now if that was one word, I would have probably used that. We could have hello happiness. I'm going to use this happy, and we're going to overlap it with the chipboard. I don't mind lots of dimension on my layouts. I know that's not for everybody, but as long as you don't do every single layout super chunky, I think your album can definitely take the occasional dimensional layout. So try layering chipboard on chipboard or wood veneer and all the different materials. I just think it makes for an interesting book. So that is then going to go on there. So we've got Hello Happy as our title. I have got the, what do you call this, floral ephemera, and we do have two distinct areas of embellishment, so sort of here and here, and I kind of want to replicate that as best as I can. So we're going to use a couple of flowers. It's not going to have an awful lot of embellishment on here, to be honest. Don't feel like we need an awful lot. And I don't want to overpower the page too much. I'm actually going to use lemons, which I don't usually do, but I feel like they could work well with that. Excuse me, I do still have a bit of infection lingering, so I apologise if I'm a bit coughy. Okay. I'm going to add a little leaf, additional leaf. No, I'm not. Okay. Got this smaller one, so I'm just going to tuck that in there. So that is a bit of floral, and now just to finish us off, I'm going to use a couple of the smaller embellishments. I think Paige did really well with this collection because we've got a variety of material, variety of sizes, variety of colour, which is always great. So you've got like the big chipboard, you've got the small puffies, you've got rub-ons. So let's focus on them. And I do love these puffy stickers, I have to say. I'm going to use this little plane. Let's pop that onto our H here. Feel like that works because of the background paper. There we go. And then we do also have stickers in our project pad. So what about if we use this little globe maybe down here. I'm just going to trim off this floral piece. I do enjoy taking embellishments off the page, sort of draws your eye around nicely. We do also have this stamp mark that says time flies. And I wonder if we could bring that in with a floral into the middle. Now I've only lightly tapped that down just so I can pull things up to stick photos when we come to add them. And I don't think there's going to be an awful lot more added to this page. I don't feel like we need it. But I do want to add just a couple of little finishing touches, such as this little puffy geotag. We have got a little puffy arrow and a heart. I love the rub-ons in this collection. I have not used them yet, but I do love them. It's just so many options, which is fantastical. And we've got another alpha here as well. So I am going to add a couple of words to finish us off. That's a little bit chunky for there. So let's just focus on them. We could use these. So we've got keep exploring, adventure, and let's add together. Together, keep exploring, adventure. Perfect. And then I think that's probably going to do it. I don't think we need any puffies or rub-ons or stickers there. I might just add a couple of these enamel stickers just to finish us off nicely, as I usually do if you've been around for a long while. I'm going to add a cluster of 3. So we've got one there and one over here. I just think it just looks right for me. It's not about any rule, just looks right. And that is going to do it for day 2, which is a little bit late. I do apologise. I am catching up. You will get them posted. Day 2, we focused on the left hand side. We may come back and do the right hand side at another point. I don't know. We'll keep it open. But that is where I have gone with today's inspiration. So thank you, Sean. Lovely sketch, and I love the end result. I hope you guys do too. I will be back with day 3. And I think for day 3, it's either going to be a Vicky or a Shamel day. We'll see. Thank you so much for watching and all your comments and kindness. I really appreciate it. I will see you again soon. Bye for now.